Hey folks, welcome back to Repeater. We missed you.
We don't even know who's listening, Evan.
Sure we do, Pat. It's your parents. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Cartelli.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Can we do the show now, Evan?
Sure can. This is episode 4 of Repeater. And if it's your first time listening, Repeater is a live talk show that we record in Queens, where we live, like a couple of Kevin Jameses. Each episode, we talk to a guest about a song that means a lot to them.
After we interview our guest, a musician covers the song and plays a tune of their own.
That about does it. Now, this episode is a little bit weird because our guest, comedian Nore Davis, was running a bit late, so we started the show by talking to our musical guests, Taylor and Will of the hip-hop duo Sharkside. And to make matters even more confusing, I forgot to hit record until a few minutes in, so we missed the first part of the conversation.
The recording begins right after Sharkside tells us how they got their name. It's a direct reference to West Side Story and the Puerto Rican gang in it, the Sharks. Since Taylor and Will are both Puerto Rican, and, as we found out, both love musicals, they chose the name Sharkside.
So we're picking up in the middle of a conversation with two rappers about West Side Story, because why not? Thanks for listening. This is Repeater.
West Side Story is legit one of my favorite movies of all time. It will always be. It's like one of those movies that it's deep rooted in your family. Like it's my mom's favorite movie, and so I would watch it with her when I was little, and now it's my favorite movie.
Yeah. No lie, I have recently was in a sketch show where one of the sketches was based on West Side Story, so I had to listen to one of the songs, and I'm gonna say I don't know about the rest of the movie, but fuck the character that was in this song because she was legit shitting on Puerto Rico.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Puerto Rico, I can go to the garbage or
dude, that's
whatever.
The best song. Okay.
And I'm just like, what? What are you talking about?
Okay. I know you fucking hate that song because she's shitting on Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But dude, the historical context is because they immigrated from Puerto Rico because they didn't have any they had a poor life value in Puerto Rico and they were hyped about living in New York. No. While Bernardo, he loves Puerto Rico. He wants to go back. Dude, you don't fucking get it.
No,
dog.
Listen. I haven't seen the whole movie.
You gotta watch the whole movie.
So I'm not gonna shit on the whole movie. I shit on that one character.
Fun fact, that one character is played by the only Puerto Rican person in the entire movie.
Rita Moreno, right?
She won an Oscar for it.
This is bullshit.
So I was talking about this earlier today. I was talking about how I saw the movie when I was in 7th grade, and I really, really did not like it.
Yeah, because it was gangs fighting, but they're dancing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But I could definitely watch the entire movie as explained by you to Will.
Oh my God.
That would be no problem.
That'd be so fun. We should do a director's commentary.
Just watch that.
Me and musicals, man. Yeah, for real.
No, watching that movie put me off of musicals for I think 6 years. I refused to see a musical because I couldn't get into it.
I don't even fuck with that many musicals. A lot of musicals are very annoying to me, and that's true. I get the thing that bothers me about musicals is that a lot of them you're singing what someone would be talking. You know what I mean? There's no lyrical quality in a lot of the songs. It's always we're singing what we're doing. I'm doing this. We're saying this, and it's you could have just said that. You know what I mean? You should rewatch West Side Story because it's so fucking dope. I'm just gonna whatever. I'll chill out about it.
It's all good. Yeah. Lin-Manuel brought it back with In the Heights and recently Hamilton.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I'm not claiming that he's portraying Hamilton as a Puerto Rican person, maybe he is. I haven't seen it yet.
It's portraying him as a Caribbean immigrant.
Yeah.
That's what I understand.
But yeah. I don't fuck with musicals on the regular.
We should watch it. We should watch it together and record it because you'll shit on it and I'll fucking shit on you.
I would love to. I would love to shit on West Side Story.
I do like the phrasing of I don't fuck with musicals.
Yeah. And it sucks because you go to Broadway and Broadway's so expensive and I fucking love Broadway. I go to Broadway, you see a show, no matter how bad the musical you see, it's still Broadway, so it kind of special. It feels like a good show. You know, I don't know if anyone agrees with me on that, but I would go to a show. I would go see the wackest show you could ever think. I saw Pippin one time. That show is the fucking wackest show ever. But I always find something that's that's dope. The dope part about Pippin, the only dope part, is the background dancers and shit. The dancers and acrobats in the background are fire. That's a fact.
Wait, hold on. You also didn't you recently go to see the bridge? Well, not recently, but Bridges of Madison County.
Okay.
What was dope about that?
All right, okay, I'll tell you. I'll fucking tell you. It wasn't the music. I had a roommate who's like a musical. He's like a junkie, musical junkie. He's a theater kid, so musicals are his shit. He sees everything he can. He has an encyclopedic knowledge of it. So he also worked at a place where they give out free tickets all the time. So he got free tickets to Bridges to Madison County. I think that's what it's called, right? Which is like really like romantic kind of romance musical, which kind of like bummed me out. But the setting was cool. I will say that the set of the stage was dope.
Yeah.
And that's an important part of Broadway, dude. The sets, dog. Yeah, man.
I'm a big fan of the musicals that have merch tables outside. The
That's
T-shirts, the
every single
stickers. I saw a guy on the subway the other day wearing a Newsies news cap.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, man. That guy.
That's merch. I love that.
He had the 3-piece suit on. He had bow tie, Newsies cap. Oh, man. Made me so happy.
He probably worked for Newsies. He probably worked at Newsies.
I mean, did they go in that early? It was like 8 a.m. Do musical people wake up?
Music is
in the morning?
even around still?
Or I think Newsies is still running. I don't know.
No, it's
hell
done.
yeah. Okay.
He worked for Newsies.
Did you really? No. Okay.
Ironically, probably the place that I've seen the single most number of like rappers or R&B artists in one room was at a Broadway theater. I went and saw The Mountaintop. This was back like 3 or 4 years ago. It ran for maybe 2 weeks, 4 weeks. Really got panned.
Yeah.
Really didn't do well. But the cast was Samuel L. Jackson and Angela Bassett. And I was there on opening night.
That's killer.
And it's a
That's
2-person
dope.
play. That's the only 2 people there.
Yeah.
It wasn't a musical. It was like a straight play.
It was straight play. Yeah.
Whoa.
No music.
That sounds cool.
But there was this really weird section. I hope I'm not ruining this for anyone because it'll never go up again.
I think you're okay.
Where the mountaintop is about Martin Luther King Jr.'s last night alive inside of his hotel room.
And Sam is playing MLK?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
In Memphis, I believe. Is that where he was killed?
Yeah.
And like the whole thing's a real straight play. It's a 1-room play. It's him and the maid, played by Angela Bassett.
Sure.
And then at the end of the play, for some reason, like the set falls away, lights darken, stars illuminate in the background of the set, and he just gives like a monologue in space. And I am not exaggerating it at all.
Sounds
like he just like ascends to space. He doesn't die. There's no point in the play where you see him killed or anything like that. And he just like elevates up to the heavens essentially.
That's hot.
It's great.
I like that.
How'd you end up at the opening night of that show?
Huh?
How'd you end up at the opening night of that show?
I went on a date with some girl that worked at like the production company for the place, and she just had free tickets. Yeah.
I will say though, I do like Little Shop of Horrors, which is technically a musical. And I like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror, yes.
Oh yeah, great.
But those I feel like are alternative, like
They're
kind
cult classic.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I don't like things like Sound of Music. I feel like I don't fuck with. You know, just things where people are like, and then I went to the store.
It's very soft.
Yeah, soft.
Like
soft
Rocky
music.
is like kind of hard in certain spots, which is cool.
Yeah, it's got some edge.
A little bit edge, yeah. I think that's what he's talking about.
Rocky, you said?
Yeah, Rocky Horror. Rocky Horror.
Oh, Rocky Horror. I thought
because they did
Rocky.
Rocky. They did Rocky.
There was recently a Rocky music,
which I heard was
I
good.
heard it was actually good.
People
I
said
heard it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I'll be honest. One musical that I wanted to see, but I couldn't bring myself to watch it because I knew it was going to be whack. Or, well, it's not around anymore, but it was like the Tupac one. Like, Holla If You Hear Me.
Good thing you didn't see that.
Did you see that?
No.
Because I was like, he made such good music, but like, I can't imagine them like musicalifying it or whatever. Like, it's just like, he does good hip hop, and I'm sure like, you could just put that into the play, but I don't know. I had like this really big fear that it was gonna be like, I'm Tupac and I'm having beef with my friend Biggie.
It probably was. There probably was portions of it like that.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
I think the official review on that was mixed bag.
Mixed bag. Great.
People seemed like everyone I talked to was like very like hit or miss. People either thought it was cool, really good, or hated it.
Have you listened to the Hamilton soundtrack?
Okay, so I heard
Because I feel like you don't like it. I feel like you don't like it.
I have a theory about this. I heard 2 songs from it, and then I stopped listening to it because I love hip hop, and as you know, I'm very shaky with musicals on the regular. So
You guys
I was
know.
listening to these songs. I was like, you know what? This isn't good hip hop. This is, I guess, in the context of the play, it probably would be dope, but like I would never hear these songs on the radio or ever outside of it.
He's a purist. He's a purist.
Yeah, so rather than like ruin the experience, because hopefully I'll win the lottery, I'm gonna wait.
No, that's smart.
Because like also I feel like, yo, if you have a hip hop musical, you could throw some bangers in there, and none of those songs are bangers. And he really should like remix it so that they're dope songs that I would hear on Hot 97 or Power 105.
And you heard that one that is like a Biggie knockoff, right?
That's the one that I was like, I have the 10 dual I was like, get the fuck out of here with that. The 10 dual commandments, bro, and you're doing it on a piano? Fuck this.
That's this in the same conversation I was talking about West Side Story just yesterday. That's what we were talking about with Hamilton. I haven't seen it yet, but the guy I was talking to had, and his whole commentary is like, it's just the production on the hip hop tracks are not good enough, like to be hip hop. He's like, that's probably why the Roots did the soundtrack, but live, he's like with an orchestra and everything, it just like doesn't come off the way you'd want it to come off. And he wasn't like critiquing the musical because I think he like thought it was wonderful, but the idea that these are hip hop tracks.
Yeah, I'm sure that I would probably like the music, like
as a show as a whole. You probably would.
But like independently, like some people quote like bars from it, and I'm like, you guys, you have to stop.
That's annoying as fuck.
You have to stop because that's not good rap music.
I specifically didn't listen to the soundtrack because that's another thing about musicals. You listen to the soundtrack, it's you spoiled.
Yeah.
Everything, you know exactly everything that happened. You don't even have to go see it anymore, and that bums me out. But I actually was lucky enough to see the show. I actually had check this out. If you knew me, I would. There was no chance in hell I would ever be able to see that show in a lifetime. I never win lotteries. I never have enough money to go to Broadway. Like, I would never go. My friend from LA, she's obsessed with the show, right? So she's been dying to go. She's ready to pay like $1,000 to go, right? Mm-hmm. And she sets up this like fund me, like a GoFundMe account, right? As a joke. She's a joker. So she set up a GoFundMe that was like, yo, give me money to go see Hamilton because I'm a nice person. I deserve it. It was a joke. When I read it though, I was like, I didn't think it was a joke when I first saw it.
Right.
That's how crazy she was about the show. So anyways, one of her friends, this person that she knows, an acquaintance, is like, hey, my brother works for Hamilton. I could like hook you up with tickets. And she's like, you fucking kidding me? Yeah, let's do it. And then when she got them, she brought me and we paid $40 and stood in the stand-in, and it was bonkers. And we did standing room. And then of course in intermission, there was a bunch of empty seats for rich people who just don't show up. And then we just sat in those seats. It was crazy.
How do you feel about the show?
Here's how I felt about the show. It was very good. I get turned off when everyone hypes the fuck out of something. I get so turned off by that. So I was half going in being like, let's see how this. I was like an asshole about it. Like, let's see how it goes. But it's a good show. It's really a lot of talented people. The songs were, like you said, they're not like hip hop bangers. There was a couple songs that I was like, that's pretty tight. But most of it was like, it's just a really good musical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to listen to I have to watch the whole. I can't listen to it.
Don't.
You know what I mean? Like, and I agree with people hyping it because there's already been like 3 people on my Facebook feed that are like, I saw Hamilton and I cried
then
5 times.
120 likes and everyone's like, oh my God,
like,
fuck you.
Yeah, no way you cried at a fucking rap musical about
You'd be surprised.
The founding fathers. Are you kidding me?
Dog, he's a hater.
I'm not a hater. Look, there's open auditions for Hamilton. Yeah. I don't care if I get on. I am gonna go and I'm gonna give the performance that he needs to see. This is no lie. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna fucking rap. And oh my God, I'm gonna have confetti. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not lying. I'm legit going to the audition, to whoever's going to be there, and I'm going to audition as if I'm performing to 1,000 people at a Waka Flocka concert.
So after you do that, you're gonna come here again, right?
I will for sure.
Nice.
And if I don't get on, great. But if I do, oh my, I know a lot of
Honestly,
people are
fuck
like,
you if you get on. Like, you hate musicals.
I hate musicals.
Fuck you.
I hate musicals, and I will honestly be like, you could put some bangers in here, bro. Let me help
You're
you
gonna
out.
tell Lynn, like, yo, Lynn, put some bangers in this
man,
show.
You're Puerto
Fuck
Rican.
you,
I'm
dude.
Puerto
Fuck
Rican.
you.
Throw some bangers in there. Also, get rid of 10 Dual Commandments because that's just that's sacrilegious. That song.
Yeah. No, fuck you if you. That's because I could see you actually like getting casted, and that sucks.
Because
That would
fucking
make me
sucks.
so happy.
Right? Obviously, I'd be stoked for you, but you'd have to tour around the country doing that. And I mean, you'd get a good paycheck. It'd be fun.
yeah. I mean, listen. As long as I don't have to work at an office 9 to 5, I'll do whatever.
Fair point. Fair point. Fair point.
So, could each of you offer up a guess as to like an artist whose either like their music or their story, one or the other, would be primed for a Broadway show, for a musical? And we're not going to hold this to you because, you know, this could get made in the next 15 years and it could suck. So
Probably will if someone like forces it to
Right.
be made, you know. They already did 8 Mile for Eminem. He's got a good story. I don't know if that's musical level though, right? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Something about Eminem's life. I'm just saying,
now
like,
that you
what's
say it,
no,
that
but,
sounds like
like-
the closest to being made probably because it's already like been scripted once.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the thing. I think if you have people like even like the Biggie story, or like Eminem's story, but the thing is, you can't. You just got to get rid of the orchestra. Like it's not like that's not gonna. For me, it's not gonna be dope if I gotta go and listen to like a tuba or like some dude playing the bassoon. You know, like it just doesn't translate. So if you were gonna do it, have like a dope band like The Roots or a similar hip hop type, even like a brass band would be hot. And then you could do the story because like the story elements are there for any rappers. Like you're poor, you used to sell drugs, or you know, I mean, whatever
So
your
I'm trying to look
story
for
is.
something different. I'm trying to look for a different
Yeah.
story.
But for me, it's like the music. If it's about a rapper or rap related, the music has to sound like I would actually listen to the song on the radio. Like it can't be like
Musicified.
yeah,
Musicalified.
It
Yeah.
can't because it would take me. I literally would get up and like walk out.
Dog, he's a hater. He's a
I'm not a hater. I saw once.
I agree with you,
I saw
though.
once, and the music in that was dope, right? But it wasn't bullshit music. It was like legit music. Like it was good music. I mean, we had to leave because the person I went on a date with was bored out of her mind. That was literally the only time that I was like, wait, hold on. First of all, I paid a lot of money for these tickets. But also, this music is dope. This is dope music. And it's not like bullshit like, and I went to the love. It was like good, whatever that style of music is. But she was actually bored, so we had to leave. But that's what I mean. Like, it has to be good music. It can't be like, you get rid of the strings and all that shit. And, you know, yeah. Anyway.
But I think back to your question, I don't know. I want to find someone who's had the rap lifestyle, the worked his way up from nothing, but I want something else. Because there's a bunch of rappers that like kind of did that, you know? There's got to be someone else with like a cool story. I was thinking, I saw that. Did you see that doc on Netflix? The one about the Organized Noise, the Atlanta. You know the Atlanta guys. You know Organized Noise. Those are the Organized Noise is like the team of producers that basically created Atlanta rap in the early '90s. So
Yeah.
like Outkast went through them, and then
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Goody Mob went through them, and then they did a couple crazy hits for a bunch of side artists, and it was just a cool thing. Like that's a cool story. They worked out of a basement. Like a growth, like there literally was. The walls were clay. Like there was nothing on the walls. It was
Yeah.
like red clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. But I want like a person.
What do you think could work? Because now I'm thinking too of like, I'm gonna out myself if I'm wrong about this, but is Mamma Mia is not like about ABBA, right?
No, Mamma Mia.
Cool.
Mamma
Good.
Mia.
I didn't think so.
Took ABBA songs,
Right.
which is like the laziest fucking thing
Yeah.
to do. It's
Yeah.
like, oh wow, all these ABBA songs. I could make a fucking story out of this. That's so whack to me.
Yeah, so that's my impression. Thank goodness I was right.
No, you're right. You're right.
That's what it's like the Rock of Ages.
But I'm wondering if you can do something like that. I wonder
That
if like,
sucks.
can you do that? I mean, not that it would be good necessarily, but like, yeah, like
I will be honest. When I was a kid, when I was like in the middle of high school, sophomore, I had an idea of writing a musical where I did just that. I used a bunch of different rapper songs and then put it into just like threw it into a thing and tried to make a story out of it. I legit did that.
I think it could. It depends because sometimes, a rapper, especially with rap music, or any musician, they're hit or miss sometimes. But like if you did it where you went to like someone like a Future or like someone else who's like hot right now, and you said, look, we'll give you money. You do like a 12-track mixtape. You do not release that mixtape. Then we take the mixtape and write a musical around it. And then you could do it that way. Or you write a mixtape about your life, which is pretty much what rap is, kind of. And then you write a musical around that, you could do that. But if it's like already like a like the ABBA thing or like Rock of Ages where it's like jukebox, that's also weird because it's just like, I know these songs aren't songs you wrote.
People fucking love those.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
The
People love them.
Do you guys remember the original hip opera? Was it Carmen on MTV?
Oh, yes.
Is that what it was?
I remember it being a huge event that Beyonce was playing Carmen. I don't remember because I think I kind of swerved that because I was like, oh, opera, no thanks.
Fuck with opera too. I'm not gonna lie, I really do.
But did they make it like hip hop? Did they make it hip hop or was it just like
Yo, I think that's your boy.
Yeah, it was like hip hop and R&B.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll go check it out then. If it's not bullshit.
Yeah, maybe.
If it's not bullshit,
dude, the term opera just means that it's all singing. Like, isn't that right? The definition just means nonstop music.
I don't know if that's how they did it though. I can't remember it that well, to be honest.
Well, I'm gonna hold you to it, and I'm gonna go check it out, and then I'm gonna expect to see some Queen Bey bangers in there.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't think they throw it. I mean, I think it's like an original soundtrack. So I don't think they're plucking hits or anything like that.
But I think it was like it did come out like way before like musical like became like a thing, right? So
it was a
like
real
way ahead of
like
its time.
oddity in its day.
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
That's cool.
I know it makes sense that like music television, MTV would put it out, but at the time I felt like it was like the biggest musical thing they had done in years.
Well, I think
ambitious
that was,
at least.
That was also around the time where MTV was doing a lot of weird shit because they also had like they took like a Japanese like action movie and then they dubbed it with like has anybody ever seen that? It was like a school Battle High or something like that. Yeah, and then they dubbed it with rappers, so like it would be like these Japanese kids, but one of them had like Little John's voice. It's wild. You should check it out. And also all the score was replaced with like hip hop. It's really funny. It didn't make any sense.
Sounds
and it would
wild.
Just, like it'd be like, you come to my school, yo. I'm gonna battle you, and you're like, boom, boom, boom. And then it'd be like just like fight scenes, like people in the air fighting, and I was like, I don't know if I'm in favor of this either. This is like too much on the other.
It sounds like Boondocks. They sound like the Boondocks, like the mixture of like kung fu and rap. Like, I mean, Boondocks is dope.
I like dope, but yeah, it was literally like people who it just like the kid who has Little John's voice doesn't look like he should have Little John's voice. And this was in the height of Little John's like, face.
So like 2004.
Yeah, I think Method Man was in there too. Was David Banner one of the voices? It was a lot of people. Guys, check it out. It's a good experiment.
Yes.
Guys, our guest, Nore Davis, has arrived. So we're going to say bye-bye to Sharkside for the moment.
Dope,
Guys,
dope.
Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you guys for staying. I'm so sorry I'm late. So sorry to...
It's all right.
Fucking stereotypes, man. It's like, you see, like that wasn't my fault, man. It was, but don't let my blackness be the reason for that. Just be like, he was a person who does not know the train system. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm here, man. Happy to be here. Heard the premise of the show, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for being here.
Hell yeah.
I think let's just jump into it.
Yeah, sure.
Why not,
Does that make sense? So
yeah, it makes sense, man.
Cool.
My ass being late. Yeah, man.
I love it.
I'll just get into it. These people been working all hard all day. They ain't got all night. I'm sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you've been working hard, man. You just trying to get away from the wife. I feel you, dog. Like, man, I'm just chilling.
I'm gonna go make sure we're gonna play a little clip of your song and then we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
Cool?
let's do it.
So I'm gonna make sure that happens.
Oh man. It wasn't queued up. So this is awkward. There we go. You gotta play it from the beginning, man.
We're gonna hear the whole song later.
Oh, okay. Clap, clap. Yo. From the beginning, though. DMX. Don't you want to rob somebody right now? Like, don't you just want to take something? This was the late 90s motivation right here.
So,
Woo!
what song is that?
Intro. DMX. It's dark and hell is out. Like, just the intro. Not even a song title. Straight intro. And that was the first album I heard when I was 18. That's 1998. Yeah, I was 18, man, and that came on the scene. That's when we was dancing to Diddy in shiny suits and shit. We was tripping. We was all trying to make everybody dance, and he came through, man. DMX from my hometown, Yonkers, shut it the fuck down. He brought it right back. We forgot there were streets. We forgot people getting shot and killed, and times is hard out here, and DMX brought it right back, that rawness that nobody's ever heard in a long time, man. So
is that what it was then? Like at that time, hearing something that was so different.
So unique, so core to my heart and everybody in my neighborhood, like everybody in Yonkers, man, because we didn't have anybody since Mary J. Blige. She got high and she left us. And DMX never left us, man. He always revisits jail, so we like, he's still here. He's never like, yo, bye. He's like, he's right there in Bad Howard. You can, any Yonkers native can visit him. So yeah, it was that toughness and rawness right after everybody dancing with the shiny suits and that pop culture, poppy. Had the locks. The locks are from the street too, and Diddy had them dancing. It was like. It was a bad time for hip hop. It was a bad time, but DMX brought it right back on the map with the intro, and so
that's cool. And now that song from that album, is that just because that's like the first thing you hear?
Yeah, it's the first thing you hear. It's one of the biggest motivations for my album because right before the song hits, there's a whole conversation with him and his friend, man. And they just have that real street rawness of like, yo, that's my man's, and that's how we all talk. But I heard they locking down the industry on some power shit. Yo, dog, that's my man. that stuff just resonates with me, man. That's how me and my friends used to always talk. We still talk to this day, showing that friendship and companionship between two people or even three, your squad, whoever your people are. So that, that's what resonated with me. And let me just answer your questions and just shut up. Because I could talk all night
please.
about it.
Keep talking.
Talk as much as you want.
Yeah. So that was...
Now, because he's a local guy, were you guys like waiting for that album to come out? Or would you have like heard of him or anything like that?
we heard of him. Like he had like a lot of good mixtapes, like unreleased. His unreleased one was like 1996 and 97. But then he was just a knucklehead dude, like just to stay away from. Like he was, like if he walk in the room, that's the type of dude. Like I don't care what color you are, you like he's gonna kill somebody. Like, he was intimidating, a force of nature. So when he, I think a year after that, he signed with Def Jam, Earth Gotti got him, and then that was his anticipating album, and it was just it was up there with Nas. Matic, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. It's iconic. You want your first album to be iconic, and it was. It was everything we all anticipated it to be. It was great, man.
I was just talking about like the way he came out of the gate with that stuff. I was browsing his Wikipedia today, and I didn't realize, but he released 2 albums, his first and second album, in the same year, and they both debuted at number 1.
Yep.
He's the only, I think, hip hop artist, maybe only artist ever to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Because he always been rhyming, but he just he's the type of guy like I can compare him to comedy, like a Tracy Morgan that can just keep going, just keep talking. You don't need no filter, and he just or like a reggae artist, man. They flip albums like every month. They flip it. So X just had all this passion and lyrics in his brain, man, and he knocked it out like in 1 year. I mean, he recorded those out like that album I think the year before, but it was just like, yo, released that shit again, man. And
He debuted his first 4 albums at number 1.
yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It was the Rough Rider movement.
Mhm.
It brought everybody back to the streets. We all bought pit bulls. we took off the shiny suits. We went back to baggy jeans and went back in the gym, did some push-ups, tried to get our muscles up. He was a whole fitness, man. Even he motivated us even fitness-wise. And,
Mm-hmm.
it was great, man. And that was during the time it was a huge, I think Biggie and Tupac died by then. So like hip hop was just lost. So it was like, now it was like DMX. We're going into the DMX versus Jay-Z era.
Yeah.
And admittedly, I was like, Jay-Z. And then, but I didn't tell anybody because I'm from Yonkers. Like I went to a hard, like Mark Twain Junior High School, man. Kids get beat up every day there. And I stayed under the radar because I just had huge baggy clothes. So it looked like, oh, it was this little kid with these big ass clothes. He can't fit his clothes, poor thing.
So you're still in Yonkers now, right?
Yeah.
So what's Yonkers like around the time this album comes out, and what's it like now?
Ooh, when the album came out, cars. It was no, did it come out in February? It was cold, but you could still hear.
Yeah, it came out at the beginning of '98.
98, yeah, exactly. Like I said, February, I think it came out. So it was like cold as shit. Everybody had the bear jackets on. It's just everybody just brought it right back to that thugging, man. Like, you was rolling with your posse and trying not to get your ass whooped. But it was back to the soul of hip hop, and everybody was like just chilling, having a good time. And so right now, there's a whole bunch of gentrification, Taylor Swift shit right now. So not too much Dark Man X happening all in that Cross County Mall.
They did clean up the Cross County Mall.
Yeah,
looks
it
real
did.
nice now.
Yeah, man. It's
Uh,
there's Burger King in there now. It's like there's no DMX being played in Panera Bread. So that's yeah, it changed. Definitely changed. Not that much rawness, but I mean now we have. I mean the game changed so much. Now we have intellectual hip hop. The Kendricks, J. Cole's. Then we got Future, the trap music. We have that. So different times. That time it was just like raw, gritty, honest. It was honest. Yeah. It was just honest. Like this is exactly what we've been through. Wasn't painted. It wasn't made up. This is who he is, and we all related to that. It was great. And then people like little white kids from Nebraska were like, wow, New York is gully. But yeah, it was dope.
He performed at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew up in Pelham.
Oh, nice. Okay,
and,
cool.
My parents' house is by there.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting on the couch watching cartoons or something, and I could hear that show. It was so fucking loud.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
I didn't go. I mean, I think I was little. I think I was. When was that? I think I was little then, man. Like there was no way my mother.
I must have been like 13, 14
yeah, exactly.
Or something.
My mom wasn't letting me out like that, so there was no way.
But it was this thunderous sound just coming from the other side of the hutch, and
Yeah.
it was just like woo, and it was 2000, 2001, so it was like way before internet stuff.
Exactly. And and that's one thing I kind of regret, man. I never saw him in concert, but I would I would hear he would give like his whole thing, and he would give his soul like just on stage, and he has asthma, so this brother can't fucking breathe. It's like, let's pray. It's like he's being touched by Jesus, and I don't know where he's getting his oxygen from, but he found it. I wish I could see that. Well, not to see him go, but to see him perform, not like a circus act.
Yeah.
How you go just to see the animals eat the trainer.
Terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So let's back up. You were saying like the beginning of that song, the beginning intro, right? Is something you related to.
Yeah.
But you also said that referencing your album. Talking about Home Game?
Yeah.
Cool. Great album. You guys should all go listen to it.
Yeah, it's on. And if you're broke, it's on Spotify. Just click on it, listen away.
But yeah, I just wanted to ask because that's something about like I think hip hop that just I don't know, like rock music, pop music doesn't have is there's no like people just talking over intro songs. There's no skits in the middle of albums. None of that.
Yeah.
So how does that? I mean, it's just funny. It's like how does that? influenced you as a comedian now?
To bring it back to that, to bring it, to break up the monotony, I guess. I mean, like stand-up album, you know what you're gonna get, the routine. Hey, ladies, how you doing? But I wanted to give my source and my motivation to this material that you're about to hear. So the beginning of my album is similar to X. It's like me and my boys motivated me to telling me, you know, you gotta go out there, be funny, man, blah blah blah. But like in like a hard, gritty way, and it's like a voicemail quality. And that and Dark as Hell is Hot inspired me to do that. And you know, my album is, I'm blessed. I love it, man. It's 5 stars, and I want to shoot a special this year, but I just want to get the material right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you always want to follow. I ain't do no X. Drop that, then drop a Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood right after. No. I took my time and definitely want to do an album. And what am I gonna say? I don't want to waste y'all time. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's why taking me long to drop another one. But yeah, that album, the beginning and all of it, definitely motivated my album for making my own.
That's cool.
Bringing it back to like skits and entertainment.
Now, how did you get into comedy initially?
Improv in college, Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, man.
Nice.
It was like
Where in Brooklyn?
Pratt Institute,
Pratt.
right there.
Pratt,
Pratt Institute, like by Willoughby over there. That was early 2000. That's when, you know, white kids couldn't go to Myrtle. I would tell them, like, yo, stay on campus, man. I don't know what the fuck you doing, man. Think you just walking the bodega like life is good. But it's nice. It's nice. It's cool now. There's Panera Breads. There's coffee shops. Coffee shops really calm it down. Ain't nobody robbing nobody in coffee shops and top hats and shit. But back then, it was just laundromats and food deserts. That was your ass. So improv there, man. Improv there. We had like a group for 2 semesters, and then it started getting competitive. Everybody just, you know how they do the Herald, and you have an idea, you tap a person out, and then you do yours. That's so disrespectful. It's like, let the scene develop. It's like, let people have fun, but they say, oh, I got something. It's like, well, I didn't even get my punchline yet. Well, I'm like, man, fuck this, man. I'm gonna go do this shit by myself. And I did stand up, and then that was it. Never stopped.
That's awesome.
Yep. 2004? 2005? Yo, when you even say that date, 2005, you're like, damn, that's so far, but it was right there.
No, it's funny because I know you because I did an improv show a few years ago, and we had you do stand up on that show.
Yeah, man.
And that's like my background. My background's improv, and I think we see the world through this lens that like we're like stand up's competitive. We're not competitive. We're all out there together. You know what I mean? And the moment you just described a tag out, I was like, that is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
We're just like cutting each other off.
Oh, man. Them UCB classes are scams, man. Please, don't do it. Please. My boy, I remember, Kyle, he kept calling me, yo, man, I'm in class level number 7. Or I'm in level 2, class 4. It's like all these brackets. They fuck you up with them NCAA brackets of UCB class you have to take. And it's just like, it's just supposed to be your mind. Just go. And they found a way to monopolize it. Fuckers. I feel bad. All for people just coming off of thoughts off the dome, man. Like that's horrible. Yeah. And stand up is not that it's competitive. I mean, everything you do is competitive, but you know, there's enough for everybody out here. You just have to get your own lane, man. There's enough for everybody. Like people fucking every day, B. Babies are born all the time. So that's a whole new audience coming your way once they grow up. So don't worry about, oh man, he's getting stage time. It's like, nah, your time's gonna come. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna come. So yeah. But that whole tapping shit out, that was disrespectful. That's not competitive. That's just straight disrespectful.
There's that, and there's the editing too.
Yeah.
The one person, like the scene's going well, and the one person like, nope, my turn.
Yeah.
Across the front. It's brutal.
Across that front, man. I hate that. Yeah, I hated that shit. The games were fun. I like the game.
Yeah.
The warm-up games.
Yeah.
But once it's in front of the crowd and, you know, that whole, and Dale Close, he was like, y'all Jesus. That was their Jesus, man. stand up. We had plenty of guys, Pryor and all those guys. So many. So I was like,
Yeah, stand-up's like a world of many gods, right?
Yeah, it's like why I got. It felt like a cult.
Mhm.
It's like mostly cult. There's just one dude that's it's like, fuck's this guy that knows the rules, man. It's all made up. It's all made up.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. So fake people,
But
you are Del Close.
Ooh.
You are Del.
I knew it.
Dude, don't say that out loud. That's gonna end up on a t-shirt real soon. They're
Yeah,
selling it for $15 at the box office.
Exactly. Nore Davis says you are Del Close. Yeah. So yeah, man.
What else what else would you have been listening to back when you were 18 and high school, right?
Yeah, Mace. All the shiny suit material. A lot of Bad Boy. Biggie. Biggie's old stuff, because he died. And Diddy did the whole family thing. Puff Daddy had it on lock, man. You don't understand, man. He just hypnotized black people. That was it. Yeah, I don't know if Sean John came out there. I'm not sure. I don't think it. Oh, no, I think that's like a little bit, couple of years, a little bit after that came out, and everybody had to wear that. He was like the black Del Close. Yeah. And we listened to him. That's a good question. I don't remember. Like, I think it was just like a lot of Mace and but DMX was on heavy rotation, man.
Yeah.
Heavy rotation.
Was there was everything hip hop, R&B? Like what were you listening to?
Yeah, everything was hip hop and R&B, man. Like that's what, high school and then but 2 years of my first 2 years of college, like 20, 21, 22, I went to Delaware. And there's nothing out there. That was after, and that was during 9/11. I was out there.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom was like, "Oh my God, you all right?" I'm like, "I'm in Delaware." Are you all right? You should come over here. You should come.
Yeah.
It was an art school, and because it was cheaper than Pratt, so I went there for 2 years to get my associates in graphic design. So I didn't do improv till I went back to New York. That's where I started. But the reason the story is Delaware was so boring and desolate and hip hop. I was tired of hearing it. Then that's when I ventured into rock and roll and classic rock, classic R&B. I tried the bluegrass, but I couldn't get into that. That was too.
That's fair.
That was too weird for me. But yeah, got into like then punk rock and all that stuff. Not like the style of it, but just listen to it. I think Linkin Park was huge then.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so like that, Chester screaming, that was my shit. But it wasn't something I would like roll the windows down. Like it's just like,
you weren't like
fuck life.
bragging about listening to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I wouldn't brag. I wouldn't tell my boys about it. But I was like, yo, this. Everybody has that song. They're like, this is my shit. And it's totally different. It's totally the opposite of what people perceive you as. You're like,
Yeah.
I listen to this. You see like cute little, her. She could be like, I love Future. You probably know Backlog, all his mixtapes. You never know. People have different tastes. It's great.
That's like usually one of the most fascinating things to find out about a person is they have like one super deep well that they go down.
Yeah.
In fandom,
Yeah.
they just know everything about, one artist or one series of like movies, books, whatever it is.
Exactly.
Because sometimes it really is not, it's just not exactly what you expect.
You never expect. Like what's your favorite hip hop song?
My favorite hip hop song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know. The
Or rap.
Yeah, no, the artist, honestly, I got into the most in high school was this group Jurassic 5.
Yeah.
They were like
Nice.
prototypical, like all the
Political,
dudes in
soulful
my,
hip hop, man.
yeah, all the kids I hung out with in my little group of like musician friends
Mhm.
all listened to Jurassic 5.
That was dope, man.
And they were good. But they were like dead by the time we got to go see them, really. By the time we were old enough to our parents were just like, go for it, go see whatever you want.
Yeah.
They were already breaking up.
And that's what sucks about being 30.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can't go see the artists we wanted to until they have a reunion show.
Yeah.
I saw Tuna toured solo at one point, and it was like cool to see him. But he did a few songs from the J5 catalog, and it was just it was like a bummer because there's supposed to be
All of them.
3 other voices
Yeah,
there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the group that me and my friends were into.
During 98 was X, and then the Rough Riders, Drag On, Eve, Locks, all those, because there was a big protest to Diddy, Locks, let the Locks go, like let them out their contract. Diddy did, but he still took their money. But they were in the Rough Riders, and it was a victory for Yonkers. Like, oh shit, now we got the Rough Riders back. And I remember probably like 4 or 3 years in the comedy, Drag On performed at a college I performed at, and I think I basically opened up for him, or maybe it was my show, but then Drag On was there, and then they were just like, yeah, go up and rap. But this is still like that generation, like early 2000, those millennials, and they just know Drag On's like Spit Hot Fire track, and he started doing new songs. Everybody that was the first time I ever saw a rap artist bomb. It was like, wow. It's like a comedian. You're like, show me who you are. Even if they don't know you, who are you? But
Yeah.
if you're a rap artist, like, do the fucking song. You're a straight jukebox.
Mm-hmm.
Do the song I know, or I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah.
I was at a show in Buffalo, and POS was performing,
Oh yeah.
and that crowd did not care. Nobody, they were all impressed me kind of thing. And so his way, he wasn't like trying to rile the crowd up.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm doing my job. I'm up here doing this.
Yeah.
So he just cranks the bass and goes, I hope this song destroys your kidneys. And then just drops it. And it was so fucking good.
Nice. Did it wake the crowd up? Or no?
Woke me up.
All right, cool. Now wait, who was that?
POS.
Were they opening up for somebody, or
They were opening up for some rock band that was playing.
That's what's hard about. That's the worst job, opening up for a music band, because their following is like, we're here, we're ready for them. Stand up, you're like, you want a nice warm up, okay, boom, bring out the guy we want to see. Anticipation. Music is not. I remember seeing Jay-Z. I think it was during the Blueprint album, and I was a huge fan of Nerd. Yeah. And he had Pharrell and Nerd opened up for Jay-Z at the Garden, and nobody gave a fuck. I feel so bad. I was like, lap dance? Nobody here likes lap dance. This is one of the hottest songs. Are you crazy? I got laid to this. Nobody. Oh man, Pharrell was just out there giving us all, and people just, excuse me.
Yeah.
Trying to sit down and get out my seat, and trying to I need to get a beer. Give me a hot dog. Shit like that. I was like, that was the saddest shit I saw in my life.
Yeah.
But Pharrell's still Pharrell. He's dope. Yeah. Fuck that.
I think saddest opener I ever saw was and they were having such a good time. But do you know Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings?
Yeah.
No.
They're good. They're like
I don't.
They're like a soul R&B act out of Brooklyn.
Okay. Say their name again.
Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings.
Dap Kings.
Daptone Records.
Okay.
Makes a lot of like kind of like 60s era R&B and funk albums, but current, with current artists.
All right.
And for some reason, she was opening up for Dave Matthews Band in Hartford, Connecticut, at like a general admission lawn show. And
was it a day show or a night show?
Well, it was daylight still when Sharon Jones and her band were on, and they let darkness fall by the time Dave came out.
Fuck that agent. Fuck that
God,
agent.
it was brutal. Just to the amount of people she was playing to in the size space that it was, because it's a really big venue, and they're so good. I mean, that band's 100 times more fun to watch than the Dave Matthews Band, and it was a bummer, man. It was a bummer.
That was bad misplacement right there. That is not their audience.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna have Pearl Jam open up for DMX.
I would like to see that. Fuck
how much you love Alive.
I can tell you.
I think Darkman X fans are gonna be like, yeah.
That would be a nice combo of fans, though.
That would be. I mean, I went to a Pearl Jam concert. That was great.
Yeah,
I think I was like the 5th black dude. Yeah, and I got scammed for those tickets. I think. Yeah, man, that was the first time I bought tickets on Craigslist. Last time too, man. They got me. They said click it. I said, oh fuck, it was fake, and I think I paid like $250 or something.
Man.
Yeah, and back then that's like $1,000. So I scalped. Cause that's the worst feeling. Like, really, I can't get in here and it's bumping. Bass is bumping. I can't get in there. I was like, at that point, I was like, fuck it. I dipped into the savings account. I'm like, yo, how much is it? This guy was like, yeah, it was like, I think he said 375 or 400. I was like, whatever, fuck it. I'm going in here. I don't care. Like, again, big mistake that cost me big money, but fuck it. It was a great concert. It was worth it.
I just tried earlier this year. I tried to get tickets to a Nets game off of Craigslist. I met up with the guy. It was a Nets Warriors game.
You can just walk. You can just meet people at the Barclays.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do the internet thing.
This dude had Nets Warriors tickets with an O instead of an A.
The Warriors?
I looked at it. I was like, hey, man, you spelled Warriors wrong.
I wish that was an actual game. Brooklyn Nets versus the Warriors. Oh, are we going to win? Oh, no. Oh, the ball is so scary.
Nobody has that reaction to the Nets this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for talking to us. We're going to hear Sharkside cover that song.
Hell yeah, man.
Cool.
I can't wait. I'm fucking excited.
We're going to get them set up
Thank
here.
you guys for coming
Thank you so
out.
much.
And thank you. Sharkside, everybody.
Yeah, play the track, please. Yeah. This is a track by this dude I like named Hot Sugar. We thought it would be kind of hot to put DMX on this guy.
The dopest thing about this DMX song is Mike Tyson used to come out to this song before he knocked people the fuck out.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, you can put it up a little bit and put me down a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Check it. Yo. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, come through, run through, gun who? You don't know what that gun do. Some do, but you know they staying quiet. You wanna try it, dog? Fuck around, start a riot. You still try it, dog? Yeah, you can't handle when you get down. Dog, I am the vandal. Though you can't get on me when I'm going through. You wanna get down, DMX? You know he's the crew. Yeah, start a riot. Yeah, yeah. Check it. Yo, what I'm hearing lately, you wanna hate me, wanna duct tape me, wanna make me, yo,
Too late for that 911
call, yeah. Sorry, man, DMX versus Mad Hard, dog. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna say my shit, hold on. Sharkside. Been your hash man, eating those stoners at a motherfucking trash can. Yo, I am a trash man, I'm hella essential. Only fuck with dogs that are acting existential. I got mad potential, that's what they keep telling me. My daddy's yelling cause he's smelling what I'm selling, see? He can't handle cause I got mad felonies. You know he ain't fucking with that Sharkside melody.
Pull his puss, he be running from the werewolf. Woo! Howling at the roof, from the roof. Get him, 10 people on him, hope God's with him. Let me get him, I have him with a pillow and the casket won't fit him. The only reason I did him, he wouldn't fight back, tried to fight back. Niggas with cashes to the head. For the streets stay red, people gon' give me head for free, cause they see where I'ma be like 2003. Honestly, dog, I'll be honest. I don't know the words to this song.
Yo, DMX, dog, that song is fucking difficult, dude. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at?
This is why you should never do a rap cover.
This is why rap covers don't exist, guys. Yeah, dude.
Rap covers are whack covers. Remember that.
Yo, DMX, this song is fire though. Let's be real. Yo.
I think, Evan, we failed. You can move into our song.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, guys, you got your little hype.
Yeah.
Woo. Awesome.
Yeah, sorry for ruining it.
Thanks, man.
You remember that.
Dog, you're a good song. It's a good
That's
song.
how we get down. Alright, this is our shit right here.
Okay, we got this.
Rap game Neil deGrasse Tyson. No guns yet, but you know I'm finna buy some. I'm that bison, Mike Tyson. Your girl sucking me up while she be made like Dyson. Try some, shoplifting from a Trader Joe's. You probably at the same club that the haters go. I got mad girls, I never date them though, cause I'm too busy getting faded later with Darth Vader. So I got more white girls than an UGG store. Bought 12 different do-rags from the thug store. I mean mug more than a stuck door. Fuck Patty Manning's at the drugstore, we're now Doug sore. What's more, rap game Cuba Gooding. Slurping up your girl like she be human pudding. I'm Tony Hawk doing a Mick twist, chew a nose grind all in one combo without losing footing. I'm mad rowdy,
but not really though.
I'm too loudy,
But not really though.
I'm Taj Mowry,
But not really though.
I paid your dowry.
But not really though. I'm not God, but my G is
OD.
You the type of motherfucker take a pick of
Police.
You can never see my swag like it goes with no sheet. Girls know Sunday cause tongue game is your sheet. Woo! I'm that pussy kamikaze. Walk around with hella girls, dog. You probably get no girls cause the game is too sloppy. That's why you walk around with balls to it and an obby. I'm absurd with these verses. Nerd word perfect, I swerve herds quick, I murk shit. You push me just like a merkin. On these beats, I go peace like Eddie Serkin. Feeling myself like
Madonna in the 80s.
Out of this world, Captain Kirk
Pays me.
Try to play me and have to pay a fucking late fee. On that future shit, dog. That's so
Wavy.
I'm too hyphy.
But not really though.
You just like me.
But not really though.
I tried this wifey.
But not really though.
I'm my wifey.
But not really though. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let that go. Let that go.
Yeah. Okay. Woo, this song. All right. Yeah. You ready to switch it to the next one? Ooh, there it is.
Yeah.
This is a medley with another one of our songs, guys. Yeah, the song's called Next.
Ready to get hype,
Yeah. Yo. I fucked the whole cast of A League of Their Own except for Tom Hanks, but we still talk on the phone. Scrimshaw to the bone like I'm an old school sailor, only rapper in the game with the first name Taylor. I'm Gaylord Fokker, rockin' clean dockers with a young Frankenstein, honey with nice knocker. I shock her when I recite lines from the bard. Shakespeare, homie, read a book, it ain't hard, son. I can guard LeBron, he plays basketball, right? I'm at that West Sports cage watching racquetball, I attack him all night, and my pants too tight. I'm drinking 3 shots of Patron and I'm flying a kite. I'm dying alright, dumplings in Chinatown. Your girl only know my name when she lying down. I'm acting kinda white, I'm acting kinda brown, I'm acting kinda black, dog. How am I supposed to sound?
Weigh about 250.
50.
Walk up in the spotlight, it's me. Everybody wanna fuck with me. Heels on my face, so I'm
Pretty.
Girls wanna kiss me. Don't do shit if
The money's iffy.
Check my wiki so you can see my facts. I'm a grizzly. You so Disney, I don't fuck with rats in my city. BX, I put it on the map. I'm so busy, there's a waiting list to get on my sack. Goddamn, man, my flow's
So crazy.
I walk up in the spot just like shit
Don't faze me.
And all the ladies say they wanna have my baby. My business model simple, man.
Fuck you, pay me.
I'm about that paper.
This swag Don Draper, you Bon John.
I'm a time bomb with a
Rom-com,
Jason,
Mind's Eye, Cyclops, Laser.
Probably hop out my pine box on my wake like fuck it.
I'll die later. Woo! Thank you. Give it to Repeater.
So much.
Repeater, guys. Evan.
So much.
Nore.
Yeah. We're Sharkside. Check us out on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, guys.
Can't get enough of Nore? You can buy his album and find out where he's performing on his website, noredavis.com. And check him out on seriously.tv for tons of funny videos based on the current events of the day.
And to hear more of Sharkside, check them out at soundcloud.com/Sharkside.
Well, that episode didn't really go as planned, but we had a damn good time talking to Nore Davis and Sharkside.
Yeah, all 3 of those guys are hilarious. And I think we need to do an episode with Sharkside that's just about musicals.
Oh, 100% we should. But that's it for this episode. Until next time, hit repeat!
Evan, put a shirt on.
Repeater is hosted by Evan Ford Barden and Patrick Cartelli at QED in Astoria, Queens, a place to show and tell. Find out more at QEDAstoria.com. Our show is supported in part by Hi-Fi Records and Cafe in Astoria. Visit them from wherever you are at hi-fi-records.com. Editing by Stephen Garvey. Theme music by the Sun Lions. Everything else by Love Nest Productions. Welcome to Repeater.